Hey everybody. Trying just to move the video over a little bit, but it's not quite moving. Never mind, let's just move on. Okay, brilliant. So, as you may have seen in the news, Iran attacked Israel and they sent over 300 aerial threats towards Israel, not causing any major damage. However, my opinion is that they basically were doing so as a response, but also to potentially test the aerial defense systems that Israel has in place. As you can see from the ticker that's down, sorry, I'm getting an echo, that's why I'm speaking a bit odd. Give me just a moment. Okay, I'll just remove the headset, that should be better. Anyway, yeah, so as you can see from the ticker there, Israel may strike Iran as soon as tonight, they're saying. That came from multiple sources, including sources within the US government. Not only that, but Iran is supposedly enabling their air defense systems. They are obviously preparing for an attack. Whether that will happen or not, time will tell, but we will keep watching. I'm hoping to keep this stream live. I may not be on the stream 100%, but I will be updating it with the news on the ticker at the bottom there, so that you can have a constant stream of updates as long as I'm awake. Okay, just trying to see if I can get the chat on here as well, see if I can see anybody's messages. Okay, there we go. We got Keegan, welcome, thanks for joining, brother. Lindy and Cindy, I appreciate you both. Thank you for joining in on the stream. Yeah, I really appreciate that. So my plan with this is really just to run this stream for like maybe an hour or so and just see how we go. I'm going to update you as news comes in. I've got multiple news sources and such updating me, so I should be able to update you guys pretty quickly on anything that's developing. Obviously, I know most of you are on the Telegram, so if you are not, the link is somewhere in the description. Just check that out. And there were sirens that were sounded in the north of Israel not that long ago. And in response, IDF has attacked sites in Lebanon, Hezbollah sites in Lebanon as well. Regarding the update on Rafah, I've got conflicting reports on that one. Not entirely sure what's happening there. It's likely that if Israel are going to strike Iran on Iranian soil, that mission may be postponed. Time will tell. It's really, really difficult at this point to know, because obviously, unlike America, whom tells everybody what they're going to do, Israel keeps things under wraps and will strike. And that's smart, right? I mean, you don't tell your enemies what you're going to do in advance. Yeah, it's just amazing watching this happening. Obviously, you've got the whole Psalm 83 with the proxies surrounding Israel. And not only that, but we've got Iran getting involved as well. I didn't expect Iran to get involved this soon. Obviously, that plays into Ezekiel 38. Now, obviously, we're not there yet. We're not at Ezekiel 38 just yet. But it's interesting to see that things are moving along We obviously don't have dates on when these prophecies will come to pass, but I overthink things, and in terms of overthink, I mean, I think about things quite a lot and go through the possibilities and outcomes that there could be. And I'm just wondering if, we maybe got the time scale, the length of time that Psalm 83, etc. may take place, and for how long. Could that lead into I know Israel has to basically be in peace before we can see the Ezekiel 38 war take place, but it doesn't say for how long. So it could be a short time, it could be a long time. That will be something we'll just have to watch. Yeah, absolutely. We pray for the peace of Jerusalem, and we support our Jewish brothers and sisters in Israel. What's so disappointing to me is how so many Christians that I know, family, friends, do not support Israel. It's a real shame. The enemy is blinding people, blinding their minds' understanding of what's actually happened. Yes, correct. It will be a false peace. That is true. The peace that Israel experiences will be false, and it will only be for a time. And then obviously you get the likes of Iran, Russia, Turkey, etc. Bring themselves down to fight against Israel. But what we know is that they will be destroyed, and we know that God will step in. The other interesting thing that a lot of people miss is the Russian invasion into Ukraine and how that plays into the whole Israel thing, because Ukraine is actually within the region of the countries that will come together to go against Israel. So it's not surprising then that Russia is attacking Ukraine and wants to, basically take back what they believe is theirs. Same goes for Poland. That entire region shall become one and should go up against Israel for the Ezekiel 38 war. Yeah, exactly. How can true Christians stand against Israel? Or even, it just amazes me, It really does. And then, they confront me about my support for Israel and ask me, how can I be in support of Israel? And what's funny is one of them actually asked me, well, whose land is it anyway? It's the Lord's. That's what they told me. It's the Lord's land, so why is Israel fighting over it? They're so confused. It's not even about land. It's not even about land. This is about wiping out an entire people group. It's about the enemy trying to take out the Jewish people. And he's using Iran, Hamas, Hezbollah, etc. to do what he thinks will happen. But we know otherwise. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, just leave them in the chat about anything. It doesn't matter. If you want to just ask about what's going on or such, then do so. I'm actually at work right now, so I'm just sort of streaming as I work. And just trying to keep up on these updates. Yeah, it's going to be, obviously Iran has also said that if Israel attacks Iranian soil, they will respond as well. How that's going to look, no idea. I know that, I read actually that the Houthis are prepared to go up against Israel. They've got missiles already, alongside drones as well, ready to go should Iran give them the go-ahead. So could we see that Iran activates the remaining proxies surrounding Israel if Israel goes to attack Iran? That's the question. Could be a very, very interesting week. Yeah, I haven't actually heard about I heard that the air base was attacked, actually. Yep. I heard there was an attack on that, but again, there's just so many rumors, there's so much fake news out there. You go on one site or one channel and they're saying that there wasn't much damage to the airbase. You go on another and they're saying that there was plenty. Obviously it depends whom is posting that news, but I've got no reliable information that 40 were killed there, so I can't confirm that, unfortunately. I obviously pray that none of Israel, that we can minimize, that they can minimize the number of deaths that are going to take place. But obviously if the air defense systems are overwhelmed, it's going to cause some major damage and potential loss of life, unfortunately. Okay, I'm just going to check to see that all of the audio are the audio levels good for everybody. Can you hear me okay, or do I need to put the audio up a little bit? Okay, I think we're good. Okay, thanks guys. I appreciate that. Awesome. Yeah, the Lord is good, I'm trying to get a few more people on the channel to interview. Contacted a few people. I'm still waiting to hear back. A couple of them would be just, really insightful into the things that are happening. So I've contacted Bill Salas. I'm hoping that he will get back to me so we can talk on Psalm 83 and also the prophecy relating to Iran and their nuclear sites being destroyed. I want to really chat to him about that. Whom else did I contact? Oh yes, I contacted Amir. He read my message but never got back to me, unfortunately. I really wanted to have a conversation with him about the red heifers because he's so, I wouldn't say against the red heifers, but more so just, I'd love to get his opinion on that. I'd love to get his views on that and talk to him about that, but he didn't respond to me, so that is what it is. Trying to remember whom else I contacted. Yeah, exactly. Elam will be destroyed. And there's a couple of other people that I contacted as well, but I won't go into that just yet. We'll just see what comes of these things. And if not, you've just got me, so I apologize in advance for that. Yeah, it's crazy. I was in London just the other day, and the amount of hatred towards the Jews is just ridiculous. There's posters, stickers up, all sorts of things talking about apartheid in Israel, rather towards the Palestinian people. It's just mad. The enemy certainly has blinded a majority of people. So there's not much news coming in at the moment. You know, it's interesting, Psalm 83. I'm just going to get that up on my screen here, actually, because I want to talk about that just a little bit. I'm going to go King James. Yeah. I'm actually going to go New King James just for this. Just because. Yeah, so it's, you know, some people say that Psalm 83 has already taken place. Me personally, I'd like to look at the scripture and base it upon what the scripture says. You see, in Psalm 83 it says, I'm going to start at Psalm 83:16, which says, "Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek your name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and dismayed forever. Yes, let them be put to shame and perish, that they may know that you, whose name alone is the Lord, are the most high over all the earth." As far as I can see, those guys in Psalm 83 that want to destroy Israel have not done any of that yet. I don't see them proclaiming that the Lord, whose name alone is the Lord, is the most high over all the earth. I don't see them doing that. So as far as I can see, Psalm 83 is still yet to take place. And what I want to do actually is put together a map with the names of the regions and places and peoples that were mentioned in Psalm 83, and then overlay current locations as to where they are, just to make it super easy for everybody to understand that it is totally possible for Psalm 83 to not have been fulfilled yet. Yeah, it is getting closer. Yeah, you know, that's a reasonable thought, you know. This Psalm 83 could have already, you know, played out, perhaps. I'm not gonna act like I know everything on this, but who's to say that, you know, it doesn't have that double layer, as Jesus Saves 57 says. You know, we can't put a limit on prophecy. We cannot rule out what is happening and what will happen in the future. And obviously the hypocrisy of the allies of Israel, America, the UK, France, all of these guys, you know, it just makes me laugh how on October 7th, October 8th, yeah, we support Israel, everybody lights up the Paris and all this, and they light London up and put the Israeli flag and everything, and then as soon as Israel goes in to take care of their enemies, everybody turns their back on them. And then last night? I'm losing track of time, honestly. And then when Iran attacked Israel, again, everybody's saying, hey, let's support Israel. Hey, Israel, we're here for you. Hey, let's light up the Big Ben Tower. Let's light up Parliament and all of this stuff. And you'll see that as soon as Israel attacks, they're going to back off. The allies of Israel will back off. And not only that, they're already doing it. I mean, Biden has clearly said that America is not going to stand by Israel, not properly anyway. They're not going to be there to support Israel from a perspective of a military campaign. That's just not going to happen. And the fact that they are asking Israel to not retaliate, not respond to Iran for what Iran done is just absolute nonsense. I mean, It just doesn't make sense. You have Israel, just like any other nation, America, UK, whoever it may be, and they're getting attacked with multiple missiles and drones, and they're expected not to respond. It's just absolutely insane. Again, look, the news is saying it right now. The UK Prime Minister is to speak to Benjamin Netanyahu, seeking to avoid escalation. Well, apologies in advance, Mr. PM, but escalation already took place when Iran started firing missiles and drones across the border towards Israel. Yeah, so it looks as though, yeah, okay, so we got update on the Rafah operation, which Israel was obviously planning to conduct before the whole Iranian attack. Basically, it looks as though they're going to postpone that, which would make sense. I mean, you can't be fighting there and also fighting Iran as well. It's just you're gonna be using too many resources, and it's just gonna be not good for your military. Apparently, more airlines in the UK are suspending flights to Tel Aviv and other locations within Israel. So preparations are being made. Everybody's anticipating that there's going to be a response from Israel later today, probably in the next 6-12 hours, maybe slightly more. Yeah, the destruction of Damascus. Wow, what a prophecy that will be to see fulfilled, eh? I mean, it's one in particular that nobody can deny has happened. That could all link in with what's happening right now. All it takes is for some activity to take place within that region, and for Israel to say, hey, you know what, we've had enough of that, we're going to put an end to this, it's too much of a threat for us, so let's wipe off Damascus from the map. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just step back for a moment, and I'm going to leave the stream on so that I can update it with news, etc., as and when it happens and when I get that info. So basically the ticker will be going, and I will try and get on with video if I'm able to. yeah, it would have been something if the missiles had hit the Temple Mount. And you know what? We've seen the images, haven't we? And videos of the missiles right over that location. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, so I'll catch up with you guys in a mo. Feel free to come in and out of this live update. Obviously, at times it can get a bit slow with the news, but when it does kick off, it really kicks off, as you know. And it's likely going to kick off when I sleep, unfortunately. US administration appalled by Israeli government. Interesting. Yeah. They're even calling for elections. It says right there this was reported today at 1 o'clock, and it says that Yair Lapid, whom is within the Israeli government, has said, "Our problem is Iran, but our problem is also here. It is time for an election now." I don't see how anyone could call for an election right now in the middle of this war, and with the potential war that's going to kick off with Iran any minute. Is that really a wise thing to call for an election at this point? So there's issues within the Israeli government themselves still, and that's starting to show. Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna just sign off here for a minute, and as I said, I'll keep it updated. Feel free to stay on or whatever. I'll also monitor the chat, so if you have any questions, just leave them there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and you'll catch me again soon.